discussing about the author, context, genre, and themes of The Blind Dog. The author of The Blind Dog is R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan was born in 1906, 10th October in Madras, British India, during the colonial era in India. He lived to a ripe old age of 94 years old and passing away in 13th of May 2001 in Chennai, India. He worked as a reporter for a newspaper outlet called The Justice in his homeland Madras until his interest turned to writing. While working as a reporter, he was able to meet many new contacts and meet different people with different issues, such as the rights of the non-Brahmis in India. R.K. Narayan was well known, and his legacy is for being one of the leading figures in India for Indian literature in English. In all of Narayan's stories, such as his novels, he exhibits his natural and unaffected language, his subtle humor, and his ability to transform a particular lifestyle into a universal human experience. His style, like his fictional village of Malgudi, is seemingly untouched by the events in the 20th century. Politics and national issues rarely appear in his fiction. His touch is light, his jests are careful not to offend, and he refrains from judging his characters. In early fiction, Narayan often drew from his personal experiences to address conflicts between Indian and Western culture. The clash between Indian and Western cultures are examined in a number of stories portraying middle-class Indian characters who must reconcile Western ideas of financial and personal success with everyday reality. In The Blind Dog, it has a context of the 1947 in the post-colonial days on the streets of India. The genre in the whole short story is mainly on post-colonial literature texts. Post-colonial themes are used throughout this story. In this short story, he tells the story which correlates to the British colonial masters giving independence to India, but the Indian people pathetically desiring to return to the British colonial masters. The themes of this story circle around nationalism and patriotism. Patriotism is the quality of being patriotic and giving vigorous support for one's country. Nationalism is the advocacy of political independence for one's country. The story's main themes are circled around the common themes of post-colonial literature. These themes include subaltern, which is the subordination of the native population in a way that deprives them of rights such as power and the freedom of speech. Another theme in this story is inequality. This story touches on how the dog was mistreated by the blind old man, with their relationship starting off as a friendship but resulting in an abusing, slave-owner-esque relationship. In the story, the colonial themes is shown through the description of the old man as blind and abusive, with the character traits being greedy and selfish. That is used to represent India's colonial masters, which is the United Kingdom. He abused the dog, which was used to represent the Indian people. The dog was abused by the old man, but kept coming back to the old man just to get necessities such as food, despite how the old man viewed him as subhuman and did
Created using Powtoon.